Hi everyone, Caitlin here from the Anderson County Library to share with you our new grab and go activity for December. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to any of your local Anderson County Library branches and pick up one of our white grab and go bags. So that everything that's in these bags is going to be used to make what you see here. So this is a crystal ornament that you can hang on your tree this year, and you can keep it for years after this as well. So what's going to be in your bag? You're going to find a spoon that you can use to stir things up with, some pre-measured borax, it'll be about 3 tablespoons. You'll find some ribbon to wrap around your final ornament, and you'll find some thread to put around the pipe cleaner while it's crystallizing. And finally, you're going to find a pipe cleaner, which I have here. I've cut it into thirds because I'm going to show you how to make a snowflake with it. So to make your snowflake, you're going to first take 2 pieces of the pipe cleaner, and you're just going to kind of twist it around itself a bit until it's somewhat sturdy. Then you're going to take the 3rd piece and wrap it around it as well, and then just adjust it until it has the right shape. So something like this. Then what you're going to do is whatever object you would like to put your water and your borax in to make your solution. In this case, we're going to use a measuring cup, and we already have some water heated up here. You can heat it up either by using the microwave for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. You can also use a coffee pot, or you can heat it on the stove. And if the water in your sink gets hot enough, you can also use that. But what you're going to do is before you put the water in it, you're just going to stick your pipe cleaner shape inside the cup and see if it touches the sides or the bottom of the cup. You don't want it to do this, because when it starts to crystallize, it's going to crystallize the inside of the cup and your shape is going to get stuck. So if it touches anything, all you're going to do is just take some scissors and you're going to trim it. So for the snowflake, all you need to do is just trim the ends off of it. Alright, and then you're just going to adjust it a little bit so that it keeps holding its shape. Alright, so like that. And then you're going to set it aside, and adults are going to need to handle this next part. So you're going to take the hot water and then the pre-measured borax in the bag, and you're just going to start to pour the borax into the hot water a little bit at a time, and just keep stirring it up until you see it's completely dissolved. So what this is doing is it's creating a supersaturated solution. What that means is that hot water can actually hold more of something than cold water can. So how the crystallization works is that when you put all the extra borax in the water while it's hot, as it cools, the borax is going to leave the water, and it's going to form crystals around whatever object is in the water. Alright, and you'll notice that it's starting to get cloudy, and you're just going to keep stirring it until you've put all the borax in it. Alright, and if you still see a few little specks of borax in the cup floating around, that's fine. If a little bit gathers at the bottom, that's fine too. That is telling you that you have more than enough borax in the cup. Alright. So then you're going to take the thread that we've provided you in the bag, which I need to cut some here, and you're going to tie it around your pipe cleaner shape. All right. Tie it around again. All right, we have it tied around the center, and we're going to double knot it, just to make sure that it doesn't come untied in the water. There we go. Alright, so we can hold it up like this, and we're going to trim the end of it just to make sure that the end of the string doesn't crystallize as well. Okay. Alright, so then you're going to go around your house, find a pen or a pencil, anything that's long like this that'll sit on top of whatever you're putting the water in. And then you're just going to wrap the string around that item. And I like the pin better because I can slide the string underneath here and it holds it in place. Alright, and then I'm gonna roll it up a little bit. And you're gonna sit it inside your cup, making sure to adjust it as needed so that it's not touching anything it shouldn't be. Alright, so at this point, it's going to start crystallizing sometime within the next hour. The crystals on it that are forming are actually going to end up being clear, but you will see the color of the pipe cleaner underneath it, which is what happened here. We used both a white and a red pipe cleaner for this. If you want to have a more vibrant color before you add it in, you can put a little bit of food coloring in it. So that'll color the water a little bit, and it'll therefore make the crystals colored as well. Alright, so if everything is settled with this, you're just going to leave it there, and we'll be back in about an hour to check on the crystals forming. Hey guys, we're back, and it's been about an hour since we put our pipe cleaner into the water, and you'll see here that we actually have two. The purple one was actually put in about 20 to 30 minutes before the blue one was. And as you can see, if you see on the top of the water on both of them, there's little bits of crystals forming on it. Now, we're not going to disturb the blue one for now, just to make sure that it gets the crystals forming, but we're going to pull the purple one out to look at it, since it's had a little bit more time. And as you can see, it's already got some crystals forming around it. And it's mostly on the edges, but it looks like there's a little bit of formation along the whole thing. And if we hit it against the cup right here, you can hear it's gotten a lot harder. Alright, so we're going to put it back in and just let it sit for a little bit longer. And then in about 3 hours since we put it in, we're going to pull it out again. And you can either pull it out completely at the 3-hour mark, or you can leave it in and let it go overnight and let the crystals grow even bigger. Alright, we'll see you in about 2 hours. Okay, it's been about 3 hours since we first put our snowflake into the water, and we are going to pull it out now and just have a look. You can hear from the sound of it hitting the side of the measuring cup that it has gotten significantly harder. And you can see the crystals shine in the light that we're casting onto it. At this point, you can take it out and let it dry on a paper towel, or you can leave it in for overnight. So for now, we're going to take it off and we're going to let it dry so that we can then put a ribbon on it later to hang it up. And also we have our purple one, which has been in a little bit longer. And as you can see, the crystals on it are a little bit thicker than they are on the blue one, but it still has that same shine to it. And once again, we can leave it in overnight, or we can take it out now. And we're going to go ahead and take it out for right now. And we're back. We have our crystallized and dried ornaments here. So the 2 snowflakes were left in the water for 3 hours. And then the candy cane, which I showed you earlier, was one that was left overnight. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to take some ribbon and we're going to tie it around it so we can hang it on the tree. So since we have the snowflakes here that don't really have anything for the ribbon to hang on to, we're just going to tie it around the ribbon. Alright, so you just lay your snowflake on top of the ribbon. And you're going to make sure to double knot it. That way it won't come undone after you hang it up and fall off. Okay, and then we're going to tie it one more time so that you have something to hang it from. And once again, we're going to double knot that as well. Alright, so there is our purple ornament. And then I have some ribbon to do the blue one. Okay. So we're going to tie it and then double knot it. And then for people who regularly like to make Christmas ornaments every year, I have made this little tag. It's just handwritten 2020 that you can put on your ribbon. after you tie it around the ornament, like this. And then just let it hang like that, and then you're going to tie the knot again so you can hang it on the tree. Alright, and there we go, and you can trim the ribbon on the end if you want to, or you can leave it just like that. And that is the end of the crystal ornaments. If you enjoyed this activity, you can find more information on the crystallization process by going to your local Anderson County Library. If you can't make it out in person, then that's fine too. Just go to our website at andersonlibrary.org, and you can find more downloadables and materials from Hoopla and Overdrive. If you go over to our events page, you'll also find more local activities going on this holiday season. Happy holidays, everyone!